doing? Hope you guys have had an interesting weekend. I mean, for us here at Gospel TV, the weekend has been super packed, and we tried as much as possible not to miss out on anything. And for those of you who have been following us across our social media platforms, I'm talking about X, I'm talking about Instagram, I'm talking about Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel. You've been seeing a lot of things we've been posting, a lot of positive things happening, a lot of just basketballs left, right, and center. And that's why we always say thank you so much for all the many things that you do for this amazing community. I mean, Gusto TV Africa, for your support, for your likes, your shares, everything that you do, the comments, the not so good ones, the beautiful ones. We see everything. Thank you so much. Una dey try. Well done to you guys for doing the most for us. And like I always say, let me know in the comment section where it is you're watching from. If you're watching from any part of the world, represent your city and your country in the comment section with a flag. And I'll be right there to give you a beautiful shout. So the weekend was super packed because it's all about Davido and the amazing Miami wedding today. I mean, for what it's worth, this wedding has been mostly talked about the past couple of weeks preceding to this big event. I mean, let's back it up a little. Davido had a lavish traditional wedding, the CHIVIDO event here in Lagos, Nigeria, the heartbeat of Afrobeat. And this one shut down the entire internet. People were talking about it before the event, after the event, all the glitz, the glam, everything was up for that event. I mean, we reported it. We even sometimes live streamed the event so you could catch up. And I felt like, yo, what in the world is going to beat this type of wedding again? And then Davido and the crew and Chioma and the family said, but we haven't seen anything because we're going to Miami. And right now, what they've been able to do in Miami for the past couple of days have been nothing more than a shutdown. The internet is agog right now because I don't think in a long time we've actually seen this type of wedding. I mean, so lavish, so lush, so pristine. I mean, the numbers of celebrities and the global figures that made this wedding, yo, we can't even talk about it enough. I mean, it's been so beautiful, to say the least. And for me, Chioma Adeleke officially. I mean, we can now say Adeleke in it. But for what is worth, there's a certain comment but we're not going to read that now. So you have to wait to the end of this news because I want to give you the hottest gist, everything about this wedding from top to bottom. I mean, if you see on your screen, you'll see that Davido is a smitten man. This man is finished. It's an honor to see Davido in this light. You could tell that, yo, the way they look this way, like, yo. So finally, I did this speech. I got Chioma not to only say yes, but to wife her for her to be my lawfully wedded wife. I mean, there's a list of, baby mamas talking about, I don't want to call their name, but I mean, but Davido says, this one is the chosen one. I'm talking about Chioma, my lover. And finally, we get to see Davido tie the knot with Chioma, now officially Adeleke in Miami, Florida. And it was such a beautiful event. And from this picture again, I'm looking at it like Davido. Oh my, this guy is smitten for real. The way he's looking at this woman, like, yo, I bagged a hot one. I bagged the body. I bagged the mommy. I bagged the love of my absolute life. And you can see Chioma right there showing off a lot of diamonds on display here in Miami, Florida. If you know, get them, enter there, because money is speaking left, right, and center. And of course, Davido is super excited. This wedding is being the talk of the town. The pictures coming from this wedding, beautiful, amazing pictures, the pre-wedding pictures. And guys, I'll tell you something for free. If you have not been following us across our social media platforms, you must have missed out on a lot of stuff. So guys, make sure to check us out, across our social media platforms. And, so you are able to follow the bits and pieces that we have actually dropped on there. So interesting. Everything coming from this wedding, we have reported. We have tried to make sure that we keep you abreast of everything that's been happening. Right there, beautiful pictures from David and his lawfully wedded wife. I'm talking about Chioma, now Adeleke Chioma, my lover. And of course, they tied the knot in Miami, Florida. Beautiful ceremony. And, coming up stage, I mean, walking down the aisle, getting seated. Davido, you could just see Davido just getting overly excited. And this man has just said, you know what, this woman don't finish me. And this place, it be the Makusi. Because, Chioma, I don't know what Chioma has done to make David feel this way. But whatever it is that she's doing right and she's doing correctly. So big ups to David and big ups to, the families of Adeleke. And of course, we've been having comments pour in, especially from X. And Frank Isaac says, congratulations to you, Chivido 2025. And tag Davido on that tweet as well. And Reese says, so beautiful. Yo, that's exactly the feeling for literally everyone who actually has witnessed this event and seen all the beautiful things coming from this event. I'm talking about Chivido 2025, the Miami shutdown. Yes, Rishi says it's so beautiful, and we think the same thing because, this event, a big past how we did think or how we even see them before. Now, there were loads of people at the event, but of course, some of the people couldn't make the event. And one person that didn't make the event is Young Thug. Of course, Young Thug and Davido are like, broskies. And, Young Thug said, you know what, I'm not going to miss out. Let me just even dial in. And he called on FaceTime. And you can see, Chioma there, super excited. That's what you get when you get married to a celebrity. Everybody go to call you. No worry yourself. No worry yourself. Chioma, you're in the right place. I mean, you're with the one now, the biggest, one of the biggest Afro superstars in the world. So yes, what you get. So I know that shock. I know say you fake him because nobody today Young Thug. But I mean, beautiful touch from the one and only Young Thug who actually got on FaceTime to congratulate the couple and say, you know what, happy wedded life or wedding life, or whatever that is called. And congratulations to you and yours. Of course, they're getting super excited right there. And I feel, again, like I said, it's a beautiful touch from the one and only Young Thug. And of course, one of the sweetest moments from this event had to be you may kiss the bride. And Davido just like, you know what? This moment for me is special. But I'm saying, bro, you've been kissing this woman a long time, bro. What's different now? Because you have how many kids? 2 beautiful kids together. But I mean, if it's a wedding, it's a different vibe. It looks like fresh out of the palm wine nest again, Chioma is a brand new Cheruba all over again. So if you get it, get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. You may kiss the bride. And David did not waste time. David rushed him. He rushed him. He won't come out this with my lip. But I mean, it's your property. Now you get them now. So officially on paper, officially Mrs. Adeleke. So yes, do your thing, my brother. So Chioma and Davido are officially wedded, and of course, Adeleke proper Adeleke. And this was a lavish wedding in Miami. And this one is going to be talked about for a lot of time. A long time, I beg your pardon. A long time. I'm talking days, weeks, and even months. And of course, different things up for this wedding. But let's take it piece by piece. They get blessed by the ministers. It was a beautiful one. And it's such a beautiful thing to see Davido this excited, coming back from an amazing, successful 5 Alive tour and now getting into his wedding. It's just like beautiful things are just happening for Davido. And, the 30BG guys are just grinning teeth to teeth and just smiling because 001 is such a delight. And of course, just an amazing guy, stand-up guy, proper musician. I beg your pardon. Such an interesting figure, great dad, and of course, a beautiful husband to the amazing Chioma Adeleke, now Adeleke. And of course, the vows. One part of the vows that really got me was what David said about Chioma. And he said, and I quote, Chioma, I have been on many stages, but this is the most nervous I have ever been. I mean, walking your wife down that small thing where they put for middle, that shit is not a joke. You've got to be a proper man to be able to do that. I'm talking about big shoes to fill, big balls. And of course, Chioma is a lucky one. Of course, out of all the many women that David has been touchlighting, Chioma is the one that, David said, you're going to be my lawfully wedded wife. And I think this is going to be the last stop for David. I beg you, do another thing again, because everyone is super excited for you and want to see this wedding or this marriage, this union blossom into more amazing stuff. Now, When I say to you guys that this was the billionaire wedding, it's not cho. This is not play. Reportedly, 23 private jets and more was packed at this wedding. 23 PJs. 23 PJs. 20 freaking 3 PJs packed at this wedding. And it was just a beautiful moment. What a moment in history. What a moment. Yo, like for for what is what, yeah. I feel like when it comes to this kind of events, yeah, when it comes to this kind of events, it just has to be. I don't know how to explain it. It just has to be that everybody who has an association with a billionaire has to be at the billionaire wedding, and we saw a lot of them present. Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, was present at this event. We'll talk about one of the richest black men in the world, Aliko freaking Dangote, was at this event. I'm talking about Alex Oti, the present governor of Anambra State, I beg your pardon, present at this event. I mean, the list is so long, you know, and of course, celebrities present at this event, Zlatan and his wife, Obi Kubana and his wife, Sharon Adeleke, Folashade, and Nike as well, present at the event. Adekunle Gold actually performed at this event as well. Tenny, the amazing Tenny was present at this event. Tunde Not, as well as Pokoli, who is everybody's friend, was the hype man for the event as well, present. And of course, like I said before, Senator Demola Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, Davido's dancing uncle, the dancing governor. Of course, if the dancing governor is not present at these events, who's going to be present at the event? Trust me, the dancing governor was present, and it was a little. I mean, the band, the Coco Master, was also hands-on to deliver his bits of amazing performance to the newly wedded couple. It was such a beautiful moment. And of course, the band graced the occasion, as well as Stoneboy, Equal, Davido's official DJ, Young Alpha, and the one and only multiple Grammy winner, Kirk Franklin, as well as Dami Twitch. Now, all of these people and many more attended. Uche Jumbo, there were so many people at this event. I can't even mention all the names, but it was a star-studded billionaire party. I'm talking about Miami being shut down. Now, what a moment. Easiest place to get and even fly out of. Hitchhiked, private boatways. Get to the private terminal and they tell me, sir, is there an African summit in Miami? There are 23 private jets packed. I said, oops, it's Davido's wedding. Felt so good. And in one magical moment, saw so many people I love to. That is one person that just swooped in and said, you know what? I went and then I'm asking, what's going on in Miami? And he said, you know what? Miami shut down because Davido and his people have packed the whole place full. And the wedding is going to be one of the most eventful weddings ever. I mean, trust me, it's a cultural moment for Davido and his family. And trust me, this was a beautiful moment to behold. So yes, big ups to the one and only Davido Omobaba Olowo and his beautiful bride, Chioma, now officially Adeleke. He did not stop there. Davido said, you know what, I'm going to shock this woman a little bit. And Davido said, you know what, I have a surprise for Chioma. And it was a Richard Mille moment. Now, a Richard Mille was presented to Chioma, and this Richard Mille is around $300,000. Imagine wearing $300,000 on your hand. That hand, as I go the whole hand like this, I'm not going to put them down because, that is a piece of wicked machine. 300K on a Richard Mille. And it was like, you know what? I'm going to twin with my wife today. I'm also rocking a Richard Mille. And I felt like this woman deserves this and more. And it was a beautiful moment that was presented to Chioma. Chioma just grinning teeth to teeth and like, yo, what the heck? I'm such a lucky one. But I mean, she deserves it. She's been there through thick and thin. So yes, congratulations to the one and only Chioma Adeleke, who is rocking and having a good time right now. So yeah, the wedding is still on. Everybody's just happy. Everybody's having fun. Bukola Saraki and the one and only Aliko Dangote pictured right there. And you see Davido just dancing in and having a good time. Of course, one of the most amazing songs that dropped in 2025, talking about Sweet featuring, that was from I'm trying to remember his name. I remember. I'm having a slight brain drain right now. It was a beautiful walk-in, beautiful entrance from Davido and his wife. Everybody's just stomping to that one and rocking. But one thing happened. One thing that was evidently or noticeably noticed as a fact that Chioma's parents couldn't make the event, and it all boiled down to a lot of visa and all that visa wahala. But guys, what do you make of this? Could this have been actually really planned and so that we can get Chioma's parents to the event? And allegedly a report has come. It says singer Davido's mother-in-law and father-in-law will not be in Miami, Florida to watch as he carries Chioma to their daughter legally. Chioma's dad was supposed to walk her down the aisle at the destination wedding, according to what happened allegedly. After Chioma and Davido did the traditional wedding in 2024, Chioma returned with her parents and sister to the US, and her parents stayed for over a year before traveling back to Nigeria, which was a big mistake. But how could that even happen? Anyways, allegedly. As soon as they returned to Nigeria, their visas were revoked and a ban placed on them. They did not keep to the terms of their 5-year visa handed to them. According to the explanations, so it's allegedly Chioma's parents were not supposed to stay so long in the US without returning to Nigeria. There's a PT now because they cannot attend their daughter's wedding in Florida, and there's really no trusted person to take care of the twins the way they did. The terms of the visa was explained to them, and when they got it, but I guess they may not have forgotten. I hope they get to watch the wedding on live cam on Saturday. Anyways, that is allegedly the reason why Chioma's parents could not make the wedding, the destination wedding in Florida, Miami. And of course, it's such a sad one if this is in fact true. Like I said, allegedly, nobody knows the details of this, but this is what we're getting and we're reporting it. And of course, if you have any inside scoop to why they must have missed the wedding, please let us know. But tell me in the comment section, do you think bad as it bad? They're supposed to find a way make this thing even happen like this, but it couldn't just happen. Talking about how Davido's father is very influential. He's a billionaire. Davido is a billionaire. We have the governor of Washington State, the dancing governor Ademola Adeleke, who is also a billionaire. It's a billionaire family. Couldn't they have just found a way to get them to Miami just about it anyway? But of course, the US is the US. A lot of travel ban, a lot of restrictions right now, so that might be pretty difficult to have been able to get by. But anyways, I feel they're also in a joyful moment and joyful celebratory mood, I beg your pardon. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. Yes, they did witness the traditional wedding in Nigeria, but they couldn't travel to Florida this time around. But anyways, well, when they come back to Nigeria, just maybe we'll have another Nigerian version of the whole Florida madness. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. But yes, there is an interesting comment coming from Kator, and Kator said this. To say Davido and Chioma are Mr. and Mrs. Adeleke today is to erase the validity of our traditional marriage rights. The traditional wedding is the marriage. Everything else is a ceremony. This mindset that our culture isn't enough is a sad reflection of how we see ourselves. Now, Kato thinks that there's just been a lot of people saying, hey, Chioma and Lisa are officially Mr. and Mrs. Adeleke. But they did have a traditional wedding now. They had a traditional wedding, and the traditional wedding is obviously also a marriage right that is legalized. That is something that everybody recognizes as legal. This is no illegal type of marriage. Traditional marriage is the ish. So why are we saying Mr. and Mrs. Adeleke? And Kato is really worried about the erosion of the validity of our traditional marriage rights. And he says, we have to uphold our own standards. Traditional marriage now something we BC we supposed to celebrate for Nigeria. Why are we taking on this Western culture and just turning everything around? But guys, I don't know what you think about this. Tell me in the comment section. You agree with Kator that it is not right to say she is now officially Mrs. Adeleke. But I feel like, anything anybody want to do, may they do. This whole talk of, whether or not this one or that one, these are just distractions. Let's just celebrate the couple. They're having an amazing time right now. And that is what we will want to talk about. And of course, this wedding was turned into a mini concert because, Davido was just giving them performances left, right, and center. There was also, Stonebwoy who performed at the event as well as Adekunle Gold, the band. It was a beautiful moment. And trust me, Pokoli right there to give them the hype and just turn everything around. Pokoli, I just like Pokoli because he's everybody's friend. He's going to be at Whiskey's wedding. He's going to be at Burner's wedding. He's going to be he not send anybody. He's not an enemy to anybody. And that's a beautiful way to live life for Mogbon. Poco freaking Lee. And guys, this is where we come to the end of everything that we've talked about regarding the wedding. This Miami wedding was such a milestone wedding. And of course, we wish the couple a beautiful, beautiful union. And we hope and pray that they stick together for many, many, many more years to come. And of course, please, please, I'm telling you this for free. Stay with us. Stay on this channel. Go across our social media platforms. It's hot. We're dropping this gist back to back. I don't want you to miss out on a thing. But this is where we wrap it up. But we have interesting bits coming for you. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so, because I don't want you to miss out on anything. We still have more updates coming for you regarding this wedding. And please stay tuned. And until later that you will join us, please take care and God bless you.